All right, here we are today. SHREDmill was created in 2011, but our final model that we really rolled with was in 2013. Back in 2013, Anquan said that he liked the SHREDmill, and he's talking about the SHREDmill Pro XL because he said it helped him with running and preventing injuries and taught him how to open his stride.
Just from techniques of learning how to run to the SHREDmill that they invented, I think it helps a lot of guys with their turnover speed, coming out being explosive, running high knees. So I think the overall experience.
Definitely come up with different versions of the SHREDmill now and also more programming. 5 years later, what would you say about the SHREDmill and how many people you've seen it help?
I like it even more. And the reason I say that is because over the years you've learned activate different gears of running. And a lot of times when guys teach speed, they don't really teach all 5 gears. And I think it relates to football. When you skip steps, you can never maximize your speed. But on the SHREDmill, it teaches guys how to not only go from gear 1 through 5, but it teaches you how to transition when you should transition. And you get that feel on the SHREDmill and you can relate it to when you get to the ground. So I know, you know what I'm saying, if I'm in gear 2 too long when I'm running on the ground. And I know when I should be in gear 5 by what yardage. And that all comes from, training on the treadmill.
If we have 2 race cars, 2 Ferraris that are built just the same, or 2 genetic twins that are built just the same, and they race in a 100-meter race, 40-yard race, whatever race, it really depends on who shifts the gears better. A lot of drag cars are built the same. That's why you have better drivers. And that's what Anquan's talking about. Gear 1, first step explosion. Gear 2 is acceleration with power. Gear 3 is transferring to your top speed. Gear 4 is your top speed. And Gear 5 is top speed maintenance. We have found out that Gear 1, 2, and 3 is where it's at on team sports. And the SHREDmill can also work on Gear 4 and 5. But other manual treadmills don't work on Gear 1, 2, and 3 because they promote wrong mechanics for acceleration, where the SHREDmill promotes right mechanics for acceleration. Mark, back in 2013, you had just kind of started training with us, and you were just like, yeah, he has a cool SHREDmill, and it helps us, and footwork progressions and stuff. But
Tony does a great job from top to bottom. They're developing his athletes with speed, power, and explosion. And one way he focuses on speed is we have our SHREDmill that he created, and that helps us with turnover and power, and it just helps us get faster.
But 5 years later, what can you say about it?
It's definitely a difference maker, man. If you want to enhance your speed, if you want to learn how to properly get the top speed, how to properly drive to get to the proper gears, like Juan said, man, just every single gear from a standstill to trying to have your top speed maintenance, you can do it on the SHREDmill. And I really feel like it helps me, stay in real great shape. It helps me keep my stride open. It helps me drive, all of that, everything that I need to translate onto a football field. Quick burst to reaching top speed quickly, and how to transfer, at the right moments, how to feel them, how to transfer them. I feel like you learn how to do that on the SHREDmill, and just like Anquan said, then you come to the ground and you can feel how it's supposed to apply to running physically on the ground. So I really love the SHREDmill. I really enjoy the SHREDmill. I have one of my own, and I believe in it. So
they're dead on, and both of them said the same thing. It's about that gear change, and that's what we've really learned the past 2 to 3 years is getting those power steps down before you start to open up your stride. So many people teach pretty running and stride mechanics, but if you don't have that force into the ground, you're not going to run fast. You're definitely not going to accelerate fast. Again, there's other treadmills on the market, but they don't work on that force into the ground while you run, or that impact of top speed to maintain your speed.